Welcome again. Now we'll move to the part 13 of the exercise 5D. The first problem here, find the sum of indicated number of terms of each of the following APs. Find the sum. We have to find the sum. Okay, here is a little bit different. We have to use the formula for finding the sum of the given AP. Okay, solution for this: in the given AP, first term is 5, second term is 2, third term is -1, fourth term is -4, fifth term is -7. Okay, here first term A is 5, D is the difference between two consecutive terms. Second term minus the first term, 2 minus 5, it is -3. Okay, now this is the formula. Please try to remember this formula. The sum of the nth up to the nth term is given by this formula: n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. We'll use this formula if we know the first term A, if we know the common difference D, if we know the number of term. Okay, n is the number of term, but here is given up to n term here, therefore we'll use with this formula. Otherwise there is another formula for finding the sum. It is n by 2 a plus l. A is the first term, l is the last term. Another formula, there are two formulas for finding sum. This is the first formula, and there is another formula which is n by 2 a plus l. Okay, in that formula we cannot use because l is not given. L is not given. Here is last term is not given, it's just given the nth term. Okay, now here in this given progression we know A, we know D. Therefore, we will utilize with this formula for finding the sum. As n, we have to find up to nth term. N by 2, 2a, 2 multiply 5, n minus 1, d, d is -3. 2 multiply 5 is 10, minus plus my 3 multiply n, 3n, minus with minus plus 3 multiply 1, 3. N by 2, then this 10 with 3, just stick with bracket, 10 plus 3 is 13 minus 3n. Simply we end up to here. We cannot proceed ahead because we don't know the value of n, and because the question is given up to n term, therefore we stop it till here only. We can't proceed ahead because n is again unknown quantities. Okay, the sum of the up to n term will be n by 2, 13 minus 3n. Next, we'll have with the number 2. The number 2 is given the first term, second term, third term, up to the 81st term. Here n is given. The nth term is given. The n, not n, it's not n, but the nth term. Are you clear? N and the nth. N is the number of term. Here 81 is the up to 81 terms. That means n here is 81. Okay. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, up to the 81 term. We have to find the sum. Now, what is the value of 81? We don't know. We just know that we have to find the sum up to the 81 term. Okay. Now here in the given AP, the first term is -1. The common difference is second term minus first 1 by 4 minus with -1. First term is -1. 1 by 4 minus plus 1. Here we'll take the LCM of 4 and 1 is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 1. Then here below 1 is 1. 4 divided by 1 is 4. 4 multiply 1 is 4. Then we have in the numerator 1 plus 4 is 5 by 4 in the denominator. common difference is 5 by 4. Okay, again we'll use with this same formula. The sum will be n by 2, 2a, n minus 1d. N is given that up to the 81 term, then n is 81, 2a, a is minus 1, 81, and again 81 minus 1, d is 5 by 4. Now 2 multiply minus 1, here 2 multiply minus 1 is minus 2, 81 minus 1 is 80, 5 by 4. You cancel 80 by with 4, 20. You can cancel 80 by going with 24, multiply 20 is 80. Then you have 20 multiply 5 is 100. 81 by 2, then with bracket you have minus 2 plus 100. Now plus minus is minus, 100 minus 2 is 98, plus sign is greater, therefore have 81 by 2 multiply 98. Now this 98 and 2 you can again cancel, 2 go with 49 is 98, then we'll have finally 81 multiply 49, it is 3969 as the sum of the given progression up to the 81st term. It's clear? You just have to utilize this formula for finding the sum. That's why this formula is very important. Sn equal n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d is the formula for finding the sum. It's clear? Number 3 and 4 you try to complete it by itself. Next we move with the number 5. The number 5 here is given the first term to be x plus y, second to be x minus y, third to be x minus 3y. Okay, first term to be a is x plus y. Now the common difference d is different second term minus the first. Second term is x minus y minus the first, which is x plus y. You'll get minus x minus y. Then x minus x here is 0, you can cancel them. Minus with minus is plus, minus y, you will get minus 2y, isn't it? Then again using with the same formula up to 22nd term, this means n will be 22, isn't it? N is 22 divided by 2, 2a, a is x plus y, n again 22 minus 1, d is this minus 2y. Okay, now 22 divided by 2 is, you can cancel, you get 11. Then 2 multiply x, 2x, 2 multiply y, 2y. 22 minus 1 is 21, multiply with 2y. You'll get how much? Plus minus is minus, 21 with 2 is 42. Now this y and this y, these are similar. Plus minus is minus, 42 minus 2 is 40, sign minus is greater. Therefore you have 11 with bracket 2x minus 40y. This and this you have taken together, 40y. Then here 2 and 40, 2 is common, 2 1 2, 2 20 40. Again you take 2 as common. Here you will get inside bracket, you will get x. 2 divided 2 is 1, 2 divide 2, how much? 2 multiply how much is 2? 2 multiply 1 is 2. Then 2 multiply how much? 20, get 40. Or you can do 2 divided 2 is 1, 40 divided 2 is 20. Now 11 and 2, again you have 22, x minus 20, y within bracket, and that should be the sum of the given progression up to the 22nd term. Okay, now with the number 2, out of L, what is L? L is the last term, A is the first term, N is the number of term, D common difference, S is the sum. Out of these unknown quantities, determine that the one which and that are missing from each of the following. Okay, The first one, L is 8 given, N is 8 given, S8 is minus 20. What do you have to find out? Which is missing here? A is missing, D is missing, isn't it? A and D, you have to find the value of A and you have to find the value of D. Okay, how you'll find out? It's given that L is 8, N is 8, S8 is minus 20. Now using with this formula, Sn equal n by 2 A plus L. Remember, I've told you that there are two formulas for finding the sum. One is Sn equal n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d, and this is the second formula. Remember, both of these formula and these two formulas are very useful in finding the sum in arithmetic progression. Now using with this formula, Sn, this means n is 8, S8 equal 8 by 2, A is how much? We don't know. L is how much? Last time A is 8. Okay, now minus 20, 4 multiply A is 4A, 4 multiply 8 is 32. This means you bring this 32 to the left, minus 20, this also will be minus 32 is called 4A, minus minus plus 32, 20 is 52, minus 52 is called 4A, therefore A will be minus 52 divided by 4, which give us A to be 13. Okay, if A is 13, then D also we have to find out, isn't it? Again using this formula, because if you use again we will use this formula because the nth term is the last term. Nth term is the last term. Last term is 8. A we have got to be minus 13. N is the 8th term. 8 minus 1 D. D is the still unknown. Now solving with this, minus 13, 8 minus 1 is 7 D. Then this 13 you bring to this side will be minus, will be plus. 8 plus 13 equals 7D. 21 equals 7D. D or D equal to 21 divided by 7. It gives us D equal to 3. Therefore, the missing value, missing unknown quantities, they are A, we have got to be minus 13, and D, it is 3. Number 2, you try to do it by yourself in the same way, but you have to very clear with the question. You have to you have to identify by which formula we'll be using, whether you'll use with the, because Sn the sum of them have two formula, the first and the second, where which of these two will be using. You try to look carefully and you will be able to identify which is the useful formula for proceeding ahead, for moving ahead to solve with this given problem. Okay, now we'll move ahead with the number 3. First, from number 3, how many terms of the sequence, this given sequence, should be taken so that the sum should be 0? That means how many terms should be, because if you see here 18 to 16, that means decreasing by 2. 18, 16 decreasing by 2, 14 decreasing by 2, will be 12 decreasing by 2, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 0, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6. Then if you add together, you have to add this plus and those with those minus. If you add them together, mean at the end there at some point of terms the sum should be 0, and here we need to find out how many terms of this progression that if we sum them, the sum of this term the sum of these term should be 0. Okay, now to find out that sum is 0, you have to utilize with the formula for finding the sum for the AP. Okay, first of all, let us find out the value of A. A is 18 and D is 16 minus 18, which is minus 2. Okay, now since the sum is 0, that means this is the value of Sn equal n by 2, 2a, n minus 1d is 0. Sum is 0, this formula of sum should be 0. Now n here we don't know. N by 2, 2a, 2 multiply a is 18, n we don't know, n minus 1, and d we know it is minus 2. This should be 0. Okay, then 2 multiply 18 is 36. Here you have to multiply minus with plus minus, we get minus 2n, minus with my minus is plus, 2 multiply 1 is 2. Okay, then 36 and 2, they are constant, you can add them. 36 plus 2 is 38, minus 2n equal 0. See here you can cancel this 38 and 2. 2, 19, 38, 2, 1, 2. That means you have 19 minus. You can cancel like this. Actually, you take common here. Which is common between these two is 2. 2 is common. 2, 19, 38, 2, 1, 2. That means 19 minus n you will get inside. And these two will take in common. You can cancel these two and these two. You will get as n in bracket 19 minus n equals 0. If if n multiply with 19 minus n is 0, that means either n should be 0 or 19 minus n should be 0. N equals 0 or n, take n to the right side, this minus will be plus, or n is equal 19. Okay, n is equal 19. Here n is equal 0, that means the number of them is 0. Number of them cannot be 0 because there should be first term, second term, third term, like that, and cannot be 0. Therefore the number of them here should be 19, hence the number of them here should be 19. That means starting from here, the first term 18, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, go on till the 19th term, and you find the sum of this term, you'll get 0. Okay, now this is the end of the part 13, and in the next class we'll move to the part 14. Okay.